Other day I was in my friend's house and they said, after many years we all of us met in the US. We said, let the family meet. Everybody came. I went early. I said, there's some 5 minutes time is there. I opened up my iPad and did something. Meantime, my other friend came. He thought, oh, others have not come. He took his iPhone and he started something. Third person came. Oh, not all of them have come. He opened his iPad and did something. So, in 10 minutes, many people came, but assuming that nobody has come, everybody were in iPhone, laptop, everything. Then I said, if this is a get-together, why have get-together? If your gadgets, you are busy with the gadgets all the time, and then why have get-together? Because the advantage of gadget is efficiency. It's a great efficient tool, but tool is not all in all life. Sweet or dessert is very, very nice. Jalebi is very nice to eat, but you cannot fill your stomach only by jalebi. Life is like a thali. Please remember, life is like a thali. In thali, what do you eat? A normal vegetarian thali, I can tell because I'm a vegetarian. 1 cup of rice, 1 bowl of rice, 2 chapati, 1 dal, 1 sabji, 1 raita, dahi, 1 sweet, 2 papad, and little achar. This is a normal thali. When you eat this kind of a food, you feel full at the end of the meal. Even though you may like achar a lot, you can't fill up your stomach with achar. You may like jalebi, you cannot fill up. You may like rice, but you cannot fill up. Okay? The combination of all makes life full. So is human life. Your child may be very good in one thing, but see that he or she will have other parts of the thali. Then only life becomes beautiful. Your child may have an aptitude for drawing. Don't curb it. It is not that, in my work I have seen so many people, actually, particularly in radio jockeys, when I talk to them, most of them are BE. I said, beta, why you did BE and came to radio jockey? He told me, my parents wanted I should become an engineer. And I became, and later at 21, 22, I realized that my mind is not in it. So I came back. Dramatics, I have seen so many people who are basically engineers. And I have a photographer, Mandana. He's an excellent photographer. He said, I did my BE, MTech, and by the time I was 24, I realized I'm not fit for this. Please allow your child to bloom what they want. But legally, ethically, it should be right. I want to be a chore. Okay, that is not correct. No? That is what I like. No, that's not correct. But legally, ethically, it should be right. And also, to some extent, you have to tell commercially viable. Because it's nice to be a good artist. But you cannot live only by art in today's competitive world. You do require money to live. So you should marry between commercial and what you like as much as possible. And such life has much more meaningful and they enjoy more. So as a child, as a mother, I want to tell you, don't compare your child's marks with someone else's. You are introducing unnecessary tension to your child. I have seen in school teenagers like 13, 14 having BP because all the time they're worried if I don't get a first rank. One boy told me, it is not my problem if I don't get first rank. My mom will be crying whole day. To make her happy, I should get a first rank. No, don't do that. And first rank and all does not have lot of meaning in real life. As a child, I used to feel that way. You should always get a first rank. But someday I realized it is good to get good marks. It is good to work hard. But that is not all in life. What you require in life is like a thali meal. You should be intelligent enough to understand the reality, understand the relevance of life, understand what I can do, what I cannot do. There is nothing like, people say, oh, there is no word I cannot do. Napoleon used to say, there is no word no in my dictionary. That is good for Napoleon, and I don't know what he really told. There are certain things you cannot do. Okay? Such things you should not get into that, actually. Certain things you can improve. Certain things you can definitely excel. Studies are in your hand, you can excel. Results are not in your hand. Because it is grading is done by someone else in a CBSE, ICSE paper that you cannot tell. Okay, I have done well. At the most you can do. Our education system also makes us to do question to answer. But please remember, you have to have compassion. You have to teach your children compassion in a very young age. A discipline. The most important is a discipline in life. Love for the country and studies, hardworking. But love for the country you should teach. In any of the national anthem or anything is there, if the child doesn't stand up, you should tell the child, if you don't stand up, my mom used to do. If there's a national anthem anywhere, you have to stand up. If you don't stand up, no dinner on that day. Whatever may be your condition, no dinner. So for me, national anthem was associated with the dinner, actually. Okay? As a child. But it became a discipline. Later I realized why. Because as a child, children won't understand the importance of that, but later they appreciate that. So in general, what I want to tell parents is, don't pressurize. Don't live your children's life through their life. Don't live. I did not become a doctor. Let my child become a doctor. No, to become a doctor was your dream. It may not be her dream. What you cannot complete, they can't complete. Because they may like, may not like. They may complete also. But don't live your life through your dreams through them. Don't ever do that. Because every individual has a life, has a liking, has their own way of leading life. Like everybody should run their own marathon. You cannot make your child to run the marathon which you wanted. So what other parents you can do is, you can encourage, discourage bad values, encourage good values, and then allow them to question.